The Dynasty.
How we doing, chat? How we doing? How we feeling? How we living? How you mama them? We vibing today, boys. We are vibing. We vibing. I didn't even know I made it an actual thing. That's crazy. That's crazy. They actually made it a chat thing. That's wild. I didn't know that. How we doing today, chat? How we doing? We just vibing today. I just wanted to do something. I'm gonna get some games in a second. But man, there's a whole lot of shit going on. You feel me? Whole lot of things going on. A whole lot going on. Gonna be doing a lot of gaming today. I just wanted to get some games out the way. I just wanted to play some shit. I don't know. I don't care about any of that right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. We out here doing things. Actually doing stuff. And we are. If you guys can like the stream, if you guys are gonna be watching this, like it. All that good stuff. I'm over here just setting some stuff up. Let me pop out chat over here, please. We're gonna be playing a few games today. Let me get this going real quick, chat. Let me go ahead and get that. Go to highlight. Fix something. This. Test that bad boy out. Boom. Okay, cool. We good. We out there. Okay. Yes, sir, ski. We vibing today, boys. I gotta get my hair fixed, but I don't care. Whew. Got some stuff to do. A lot of things to do. Why is it taking so? Why is Chrome taking so much fucking memory? That is so fucking stupid. So here's a couple of things, man. I wanted to, before we get into like some gaming stuff, actual gaming, I want to talk some gaming stuff today, man. I really do, because this is actually kind of important, right? There's a couple of videos I want to react to. Let's see. A couple of videos I want to react to right now. Let's see. All right. So That was 9 days ago. Okay, cool. We gotta look at something because there's a couple of things that we gotta go because I was sitting there. There's a couple of videos that I want to react to, kind of get into and give my thoughts on a lot of things. You know, I want to give my thoughts on a couple of things. I might make a video of this. I don't know yet. All right, I might make this into a video, but I wanted to talk about this because talking about the Switch 2 in particular, and y'all can see I own a Switch back here. I'm not necessarily in a rush to own the next Switch, the Switch 2. Not necessarily in a rush. And honestly, I'm glad I'm not. You feel me? So let's get into it, chat. Shall we? Let's get into it. Shout out to Mugen Lord for this video right here. This was a few hours ago, about a little over 13 hours ago. And you know, I gotta show some love real quick, man. But yeah, let's go ahead and talk some shit about some gaming. Let's do it.
Hey, what's up, everyone? This is your boy Mugen Lord here, and today we really need to talk about something that's been stirring a lot of confusion and debate, which is Nintendo Switch 2 game cards. Now, if you don't know what these are, buckle up because we're going to really get into something really interesting. So, what are game cards? Let's break it down real simple. So, essentially, game key cards are physical cartridges, but with no actual game data on them. Instead, they contain a permission key that verifies your purchases and gives you access to download the full game from Nintendo servers. So basically, it's a digital game in physical form. It's not a code in a box like we've seen before, but a cartridge that acts as an online verification key. You only need to connect online once just to verify ownership. After that, it's playable offline, and unlike traditional digital games, you can trade these cards, sell them, or let friends borrow them. Sounds fair, or so what's the problem here? Well, technically,
I don't know about that. I don't know if it sounds fair per se, but let's continue.
The issue isn't the tech itself, it's the marketing. Nintendo has done a horrible job explaining how these game key cards work, and it's causing confusion across the community. Many people thought they were getting the actual physical copies of the games, only discovered that there's nothing stored on the cartridge itself. Right. For a long time, Nintendo fans, especially physical collectors, that's a huge letdown. The Switch 1 was praised for being a collector's dream. You could own your favorite games physically, but the Switch 2, not so much. So, why are third-party games using game key cards? Because we have seen an article that's been going around that Nintendo and its third-party developers have pretty much haven't been seeing success that they were hoping for when it comes to Nintendo Switch 2 launch releases. And we're going to get into a little bit more details about this, but let's continue on. This mostly comes down to money and Nintendo's cartridge policies. See, Nintendo manufactured the cartridges for the Nintendo Switch 2 and also the Nintendo Switch 1, and developers have to go through them to use physical cards. So here's where it gets tricky. Now, with the original Nintendo Switch, you had 1GB cards, 2GB cards, 4GB cards, 8GB cards, 16GB cards, and then you had the 32GB cartridges. But here's the problem. See, Switch 1, if the developers wanted to put their games on any of these cartridges, whatever the file size of their game was, they best fit the cartridge that best suit the size of their game. Now, depending on the size of the cartridge also increases the price. Now, here's the thing about cartridges and CDs. See, cartridges read much faster than discs, but discs are much cheaper. Cartridges are much more expensive. So depending on the size, it gets much more expensive. So the problem with the Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo's only offering two sizes for physical cartridges, which is the 1GB and the 32GB, and that's it. There's nothing in between.
Whoa, so wait a minute. Wait. So if that's the case, that's a Nintendo problem. So what Mugen's describing here is how Nintendo's doing their policies, right? Especially for third party, right? So he's saying that if I'm a third party developer and I want to put my game on the Switch, I only have a choice of, we're at 258. Okay, I only have a choice of, let's go back here. Either
you had
the 1GB card or the 32GB card. That's stupid. If I'm third party, if I'm hearing that right, this is where Nintendo's like really fucking up. So like I can understand if like we got all these different sizes or whatever, but like a 1 GB card or a 32 GB card. Now I don't know what game on the Switch would handle a 32 GB card. To be honest with you, let's just be honest. A lot of these, like if there's a 32 GB game on a Switch, nah, bro. That Switch itself, I don't, unless it's the OLED, it would probably wouldn't be able to handle it. Just saying.
Much cheaper. Cartridges are much more expensive. So depending on the size, it gets much more expensive. So the problem with the Nintendo Switch 2, Nintendo's only offering 2 sizes for physical cartridges, which is the 1 GB and the 32 GB, and that's it. There's nothing in between. No 4 GB, no 8 GB, no 16 GB like on the original Switch. So if your game is, let's say, 6 GB, you can't pick a cheap, appropriately sized cartridge. Your only option is the 32-bit cart, which is way more expensive. Naturally, developers don't want to eat that cost, especially for re-releases or smaller games like Bravely Default. Right. So what do? They opt for the game key cards, instead saving money, but at the cost of frustrating gamers. But then we have examples of third-party developers like CD Projekt Red, which did something right. And let's talk about this rare exception here. See, you have CD Projekt Red, they loaded Cyberpunk 2077 plus all their DLC onto a 32 GB cartridge. No downloads required. And guess what? It paid off. CD Projekt Red with Cyberpunk 2077 is now the best-selling third-party game on the Switch 2 as of this recording. That's proof right there that gamers value physical ownership. Right. This is something Nintendo and other developers need to pay close attention to. Now, the fallout, and we want to talk about the poor sales of the third parties right now, or this is only a report that we're hearing. We haven't got any solid evidence or proof just yet, but this is what's been going around from many outlets right now. So we already seeing low sale numbers for most third-party games, which being told right now. And if you dig a little bit deeper, if you notice the pattern here, a lot of them are, yup, you guessed it, game key cards. Gamers are avoiding them. People want their games preserved. They want to install, lend, resell, and collect them like they always have.
And also back up. That's the other word. The other word. They want to back up their games. As you should, by the way, because we're going to go into another video that discovers that. And we'll get into that in a minute. But yes, as a gamer, you have a right to back up your games. Yes, I do not care how you feel about it, but you have a right to back up your games. Chat, don't care. You have a right to back up your games. Don't care. Fight with your mom about it.
These game key cards feel like a half step towards a fully digital only future, and not everyone is willing and ready to accept that. Now, I will also say this: this is not the only example or the only reasons why people are not grabbing these third-party games. Is for the simple fact too, we have other options out there. I mean, Nintendo Switch 2 is fully backwards compatible, and since it's fully backwards compatible, a player like me who owns the Nintendo Switch 2, I have a huge backlog of Nintendo Switch 1 games. You gotta look at the current economy right now, the prices of games, and people have to pick and choose which games that they really want to play and pick up. I already have people within my inner social circle and many other people who already said that Mario Kart is enough for now into Donkey Kong Bonanza. Some gamers only got a Nintendo Switch 2 just to play Nintendo games rather than third-party games. It's a mixture of everything, but it's not just the key cards, and I just also want to make you aware of that. And I have a huge backlog of Nintendo Switch 1 games, so I have no reason to really go out and grab any of these current third-party games that are out there, or games in general, where I just pick up a first-party game from Nintendo and just still continue on to my backlog. Now that I'm discovering that quite a few of my backlog games have also received some performance boosts in their games as well, which gives you more reason to go back and actually go through this backlog and play some of these games
on the Switch.
So what's next for Nintendo, and what should Nintendo actually do?
Go back to physical. I'm just saying, like, if they're gonna, what they should do is they should go back, offer all the size cartridges, whatever they need, and let the developers decide. That's what I think, because no matter how you slice it, if you're a real gamer for real, you're gonna want the physical copies of your games.
So, in my personal opinion, here's what I think: Nintendo needs to step up. They need to offer more cartridge sizes, the 4GB, 8GB, and the 16GB, like they did with the first Switch, because we already seen perfect examples of that. I believe it was Bravely Default and another third-party game. If you look at the Nintendo Switch 1 version of it, there's actually a full cartridge with the game on it for the Nintendo Switch 1, but there's a game key card for the Nintendo Switch 2 version of it. So it goes to show that the options are there for the Switch 1, but the options aren't there for the Switch 2. So I wouldn't say that it's just solely on the developers trying to make a quick buck or anything like that. I think it also has a lot to do with Nintendo really trying to force developers to spend money on a much more expensive card, and also they doing the 32GB cartridge only too, because they also trying to combat this piracy situation that's going on with unloading and dumping a bunch of games on specific cartridges and everything. So there's a whole lot of mess going on within this whole situation. But they definitely need to offer more options of cards. If they don't, they are risking alienating the collectors, the retro crowd, and even casual players who just don't want a licensed key sitting on a shelf. Key cards could have been a clever hybrid solution, but poor communications, limited cartridge options, and high expectations from the community have made it feel like a cheap workaround. Let me know what you think. Are you okay with this model? Nope. Do you still prefer physical games? And should Nintendo go back to offering more cartridge sizes? Sound off in the comment section. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe button, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives and discussions right here on this channel. This is Mugen Lord, sign off. I'll see you Game Fiends later. Peace out.
All right, that was a good video. Good video by Mugen Lord, man. Appreciate him for that. I honestly, I do agree here, right, chat? I do agree, and I do believe that the Nintendo should offer all of their options, right, on their end. And a lot of people right now are trying to fight this whole piracy like thing, and we'll get to that in a second. But Nintendo for the Switch 2, they should be offering every single one of these. I honestly believe that as a company, Nintendo should be offering 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. I really don't see, outside of like maybe Cyberpunk, right? Or maybe some bigger sports title that's bloated with bullshit, using a 32 gigabyte fucking cartridge. You feel me? I personally think that they should be offering all of these, because having, digital only isn't going to be the smart thing to do. I'm sorry, like, people, I want to own my games, and I want to be able to preserve my games if I so choose. I want to be able to preserve my games. I want to be able to back my games up if I decide to, and if I want to play them on other hardware, or just put them, because even cartridges can deteriorate over time. So if I want to go back and go play it on, my thing, and I own it, why not? What's the issue? What's the problem? You get what I'm saying? So I have no issue with that. I have no issue with it. And some people are going to argue about piracy. I'm not talking about that. I'm not going to talk about it, because it's not the scope of what I'm saying. Okay? That's their thing. Okay? People have a right to emulate games, and it's crazy because Switch 2 is doing it. Switch is doing it. It's okay when the Nintendo Switch has an emulator that you have to pay for, by the way, which is fucking stupid. But it's okay for that. But heaven forbid that I back up the games that I bought, or that I've held on for years. Just saying, Jet. Just saying. Like, if I wanted to back up this game right here, right? Captain Skyhawk for the NES. You feel me? If I want to back this up, I have every right to. You get what I'm saying? Just saying, Chad. I'm really kind of over it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of over it. But good video from Mugen Lord. Good video from Mugen Lord. I think this was a dope ass video. I probably I'll come back and comment on this when I get a chance. But just wanted to, do that video and say, I see you, big dog. I appreciate you for putting this video out, putting out this information. Like I said, it's just one of those things where it could have worked, like I said, but people companies want to get greedy, and they'll say it's to fight piracy, but please. And speaking of which, let's go ahead and talk about this one. This next video right here. Shout out to Chariot Man Gaming. All right. Shout out to Chariot Man Gaming for this and for his video. And I'm not gonna. I was watching some of this video, and I was watching some of this last night, and I was like, nah, I don't agree with this shit. I don't. You feel me? So, but even though I don't agree, we're gonna go ahead and get into a little bit of this video. You guys can check out the video for yourself. Okay.
Get ready. This is CMG. What is going on, everybody out here in YouTube land? This is CMG, aka Chariot Man Gaming, and I'm coming at you with a rant video, with an exciting video. Oh my freaking God. Oh, you know what I'm saying? It's activated mode now. Now I am going in now. I'm crashing out on you assholes because you know what? Before I start crashing out on you people, watch time for subscribers because you know it's gonna be successful. Now you're coming out here hating on the of you fucking fanboys talking all this shit about the Nintendo Switch. I'm tired of all the hate that's going on here about the Nintendo Switch 2. I'm sick of everything. Over and over, I said this years ago that the Nintendo Switch is going to be successful. Now you're coming out here hating on Nintendo Switch 2. Now it's getting out of hand, and I have to address it. And you know what? I told you so that Nintendo was going to be successful. I said this years ago.
But Nintendo being successful isn't the problem. Nintendo's a household name, so we know they're going to be successful. Just because they're successful, it doesn't mean that people don't have their gripes about things. You know what I'm saying? And I know somebody's going to use that as an excuse for what I said towards something else like the Rippaverse, but that's not what we're talking about. Okay, there's a difference between that and just people just hating to hate. But this is an actual problem. Let's get into it though.
This is the seal of quality here, man, motherfucker. This is the seal of quality of the Nintendo Switch 2. I don't fucking under you. I'm tired of y'all bullshit, man. I'm tired of this shit. And you know what? I gotta address the elephant in the room. It's time to read the room because Nintendo explained this. And y'all gonna sit there and argue me on X. I didn't want to say. I said, you know what? I'm gonna say something about this. And this happened a week ago. I don't fucking care. I'm gonna talk about this. Nintendo talk about. Here we go. Nintendo account user agreement. So Nintendo has their account user agreement. Nintendo account user agreements, and this is their user agreement. And they talked about this. Nintendo explained this way before the Nintendo Switch 2 has arrived and store shelves and in the wild.
And that's the truth.
Everybody.
Oh boy, we're gonna go through all of this. Okay, so we're talking about the user agreement, right? Just because something's in a user agreement doesn't necessarily make it right. Okay, Miss Sparkles, how you doing, Mama? Good to see you. Change your profile picture again. I see. Nice. So here's the problem with this, right? Just because something's a user agreement, right? People think it should makes it okay. Let me remind y'all. We are in a second. For a minute, and then we're gonna get into some other games. Here, let me remind y'all, right? They did this to Borderlands. If memory serves me correctly, they did this to Borderlands. And what they did was they changed their little agreement for Borderlands, and they gave away the best-selling games, right? Their best-selling Borderlands 1, 2, right? In that agreement, they actually had it to where they could put some shit in there the way they can spy on you for it. Okay? And use your information. So just because something's in the agreement, it doesn't mean it's good or it's okay. And people shouldn't say anything. Right. They get all that part. They get all your data. Right. Exactly. Right. And we're not just talking about like just basic username, game username. We're talking about all this shit. You feel me? That's not cool. We're getting invasive now. And this is the same thing with the Switch 2. The problem with the Switch 2 is, why would you brick somebody? Why would a company? Why would a bank? Why would a bank? I saw your comment, Miss Sparkles. My bad. Why would a company brick your Switch for modification? Why would you do that? I don't care if it's in the agreement or not. You have, as a person, you should have a right to back up your Switch or any game stuff that you have, right? Hold on, chat. Hold on. Wait a second. Okay. So let me pull something out here. Hold on. Okay. All right. I'm gonna pull out something. Okay. I got Blitz 2000 for PlayStation right here. Okay. I got the disc right here. If I wanted to, I should have every right to back up my data. Okay? I got Def Jam. Fight for New York. Right here. Okay? All in here. You feel me? Yeah, you feel me? Yo, you talked about that last week. I'm about to double check that out. Right? I have a right to back up my shit if I want to. If I so desire, right? I have certain games. Right? I got a whole bunch of games in here. If I wanted to back up, say, right here, Sonic Spinball, right here, chat. I have a right to do that. Okay? I have no issue with that. I don't think that's a problem. I don't think that's a problem, right? And using it for that purpose shouldn't be a problem either. Because here's the thing. These discs, all of this can deteriorate. The cartridges themselves can deteriorate. The data can stop reading at some point. So having a backup and using it for that purpose is perfectly fine. Now, distributing is where things can get a little bit of gray area, and I understand that. That's why I never mentioned it. Okay? Now, if you decide to distribute, you just be careful. Okay? Make sure it's cool legally. Okay? Especially if you're putting some money behind it. And most of the time, here's the crazy part about it. Most of the time, it's free. But let's get into what he's talking about.
Everybody now that gets a Nintendo Switch 2 know this. Nintendo explained this. There was developers that explained this. There was a lot of people that talked about this. And yeah, you're acting like y'all have your own deaf ears that Nintendo just doing this. Like they was bullshit. They was not bullshitting out here. They was not messing around out here. They was dead serious about this. And y'all sitting up in here acting like Nintendo was bullcrapping. They're not messing around anymore with the Switch 2. They're not having nobody pirate their system. You're not gonna just do what you want. And this, it's
stupid, right? And so now. And now, here's the crazy part about this, right? So here's the crazy part about all of this shit. So if Nintendo bricks your console, okay? If your console gets bricked, and this is the craziest part about all of this that people do not understand. That if your shit gets bricked, how is it going to get fixed? You can't take it off. You can't take your account off. From what I was hearing, you can't take your account off. Now, unless the people at Nintendo has headquarters to where they can unbrick your shit, unless Nintendo has something in their headquarters where they send it back, and they can magically unbrick it. It's yeah, I figured. You're fucked. You're fucked. You're absolutely fucked. And I don't think that that's okay. People don't understand. Like people like this. Like shout out to Cherry Man because I see him from time to time. So I hope like I said, this is nothing. I'm not talking bad about him. I don't want y'all to like dogpile on him and name call him. You know what I'm saying? They did. I think it was PS4 or 3. No, 4. I believe it was. Xbox tried to do it too. But they ran that one back fast. They ran that back quick. Because folks wasn't playing. All right? Let me open up another tab. Do I have another tab open? Okay, there we go. Excuse me, chat. Okay. Do me a favor. I thought it was earlier than that. No, it wasn't. It definitely wasn't the PS1 era because they didn't know what to do about that. I don't think they knew what to do. Fuck. My bad. I'm over here on my dashboard for no reason. All right. God, man. Trying to open this up a little bit. There we go. All right. Hold on 1 second. All right, there we go. Oh shit, Big Dad. Oh, that was, yeah. Mm-hmm. When you tell me that, more often than not, yeah, exactly. For the most part, especially if you just, you don't know somebody. I get that. That's a good point. Very good point. Now, just because something is in the terms of service, it doesn't necessarily mean it's right. Okay. So here's my stance in general. Once again, I'm gonna back up. Okay. I'm gonna back up. And I gotta give y'all my stance on some shit. Okay? Alright. So, when it comes to emulation, I have no problem with. Okay? Like I said, I have no problem with emulation. I use it. It's great. Okay? Being able to back up your games that you've owned at one point in time. Okay? I have no issue with. You feel me? You follow me? Okay? I have no problems with emulators. Have no issues. I have one. Several, actually, chat. I have one. Several. If you including this. Okay? But I find it odd. No, I'm gonna get back to that in a minute. Okay? Now, when it comes to piracy itself, okay, I got 2 words for you. Be mindful. Okay? Because not everybody is going to be okay with it. As a creative person myself, I understand it could take money away from, all of that. I get it. Okay? But in the case of games that Nintendo, in this case, since we're talking Nintendo, it doesn't really care about a lot of their older games. They're not preserving their older games unless it's Mario. You feel me? Like their flagship titles. And even some of their flagship titles they don't really care for. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, it's Mario. There's nothing wrong with it, right? There's nothing wrong with playing older games, right? There's nothing wrong with wanting to go back because not everybody has the space for the hardware. Let's just be fucking for real, okay? And especially nowadays, the hardware is rare and it's expensive, okay? I have a Nintendo 64 back there. And I got it modded to play both Japanese and American games. Cool. You understand me? So I want to be able to experience other games from other countries. As a gamer, you have that right. Now, like I said, I will be, once again, when it comes to distribution, be mindful and be careful. Now, like I said, as long as it's for older games, cool. Specifically for older games. What up, man? How you doing? Good to see you. Welcome in. How you doing? Right? I have no problem with this. Mega Man, yeah, another classic. That's a Capcom classic. But I have no problem with that, right? I have no problem with, getting games to back up, you know what I'm saying? Getting classics, because these deteriorate over time. They do. All right? I just grabbed the first thing off my little thing. All right? These games deteriorate over time. Mega Man X is awesome. Yeah, and there's not too many people, right? These re-releases are doing the emulator tactics anyway. And it's funny how people are mad at people doing emulation, but yet will sit up here and demand that you pay premium price for emulator collection. Just saying. Now, I will say to those pirates who are bullshitting and just doing it just to be a douche, I don't fuck with it. That's why I say be careful. But let's get back into it.
Explains right here, and I put this in yellow ink so you can see this in yellow markers, so y'all can see this clearly that Lieutenant was not playing games. But listen to what it has to say, because I have to address this. I want you to read this, because this is a long one. Listen to this. We may allow you to link and unlink your Nintendo account to and from certain Nintendo account services, Nintendo devices or products, and smart device applications. Once you link your Nintendo account to Nintendo device or product, all activity on that device or product will be subject to this agreement. Basically, you have to agree with it. You acknowledge the other user of Nintendo device, product, and application to which your Nintendo account is linked may have the ability to modify, access, transfer, or delete the Nintendo account services or data on the device, product, and application. And Nintendo is not responsible or liable to you or any such modification, access, transfer, or deletion. All right? Now listen to this. In the event that...
So here's the issue with this. All right? It sounds cool. It sounds cute and all. All right? More often than not, the biggest thing that's going to happen is there's probably going to be some mistake of some kind, some error of some kind. Okay? I just want to make sure my kid isn't doing that. So, what do you mean? 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 So, what if you're asking me what I mean about what? About the piracy thing? So if somebody's being a bad pirate, I mean by just, just taking from people and just stealing, looting for no reason. It's a big ass gray area. Piracy is a big ass gray area. I do gotta say that. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is be careful. I'm not gonna sit up here and advocate for it either way. I'm just saying be careful. Handle your business. Handle your business. And this is coming from somebody who's a creative person. So, like, who creates content.
If you unlink your Nintendo account from the Nintendo account service, device, product, or application, you may not be able to enjoy the rights and benefits of your Nintendo account via that Nintendo account services, device, and application. Nintendo is not responsible or liable for you for any losses resulting from any such disconnection. So if you disconnect your Nintendo Switch,
what do you mean?
My people, Nintendo's not responsible for anything. If you lose your information, your game profiles, anything that you have, your friends, anything, Nintendo has nothing to do with it. If you lose anything.
So Nintendo, so you're basically, hold on. I didn't see your last message. Let me double check. Let me go back. What do you mean by what? What do you mean by? Oh, using it to be a D-bag. Oh, okay. So what I mean by using it to be a D-bag, right? What I mean, like, by being a bad pirate, right? So think of a bad pirate. Like a pirate that just loots, offs people for no reason. no honor, none of that. Don't be that guy. I hope that helps. Okay. But if you just want to, play your own games and, share classics with other people or whatever the fuck, play the classics and do for yourself. Yeah, no, it didn't work. No, it didn't show up. Like, I'm looking at my chat right now. It probably didn't show up. Because YouTube wants to be fun. Nope. It's not showing up at all. Hold on, chat. Let me see. Yeah, I didn't see it. Yeah, because it's not showing up. Yeah, that word isn't showing up at all. Yeah, he isn't doing that. Yeah, no. So you get the point of what I'm saying. Like I said, I'm not advocating for it. I'm not advocating for it. But if you're going to do it, be careful. It's not me doing it. It's probably YouTube, more than likely. Probably. More than it is, because I don't see it. All right. So, but back to this. All right. Back to this right here. Back to this right here. Let me go back to what he said.
Anything, your game phone profiles, Nintendo's not responsible for anything. If you lose your information, your game phone profiles, anything that you have, your friends, anything, Nintendo has nothing to do with it. If you lose anything, Nintendo basically saying they have nothing to do with it. You are signing this agreement. This is an agreement. It's like a contract, all right? Listen to this. You agree to comply with all application laws and regulations in connection with your use of the Nintendo account services, including without limitation compliance with all import-export laws and regulations. You are responsible for all costs incurred in connection with your use of the device on which you access the Nintendo account services, including, for example, all mobile data and service plans. Now here's where it gets good.
What the hell, bro? Like, capping for Nintendo gets y'all nowhere, bro. Like, this user agreement does not make your statement any better. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny, but this statement does not make shit any better. Chat.
Listen to this. From time to time, we may suspend, modify, and discontinue or terminate all or some of the Nintendo account services without liability or notice to you, after which point it may no longer be possible for you to access such Nintendo account services or any content or data which you may save or access through the Nintendo account services. So basically, Nintendo says at any moment of time, if you sign this contract, Nintendo have a right to discontinue your damn shit here, basically.
Which is stupid. Do you not realize how stupid that sounds? Cherry? Like, I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to sit up here and talk shit about you, Cherry, man. Like I said, I know you're handheld, I know who you are. I've talked with you before. You know what I'm saying? But this is actually kind of a problem. That's part of the issue. That's part of the problem. Like, at any time, they could just say, fuck it, we good. You know what I'm saying? And that's not something that you want. So imagine you're thinking on the piracy end, right? And more often than not, that's not necessarily going to happen. What if something happens to the point where, there was a miscommunication? What you going to do? Huh, chat? What are we doing?
They can just remove your shit, take you off the internet completely. And that's has been happening to one of the game Nintendo users out here. Before I get started with that, Nintendo Switch third-party sales are reportedly very low, okay? Despite a strong start of the console. So basically...
And we just talked about that on this video right here. Really good video from Mugen Lord, by the way. And it's because the Switch 2 game key situation is not, right? I see Sonic got clicked. What's up, Ronan? We're going to get into some Sonic in a second, man. But I wanted to talk about the Switch 2 situation for a minute because, like I said, I think Nintendo's overstepping their bounds a bit. I personally think so. Okay, I get it. People want to stop piracy and all of that. All right, sure. But making customers pay for it And here's the crazy part about this, right? Is what if the Nintendo's they brick your console, right? Because we've seen this happen recently. Consoles getting bricked because of modification attempts, right? So they return it and then they try to resell it. And you thinking that you're getting a good deal, say you're on a resale, right? You don't have a Switch 2, you've been wanting to get one, and then you come to find out the Switch 2 doesn't even fucking work because the last person that had it, it got bricked and there's nothing that they can do with it. Like full-blown games. I got an email saying my account was hacked and I need to prove it. Prove it's me too. I'm gonna read the rest of it.
There, Nintendo has low freaking sales. So they got low sales because it's the start of the console. You know why they got low sales? Because of game key cards. So basically because Street Fighter 6 or Sonic and all these other games, Yakuza, all these games out here that you see that got game key cards, y'all don't want to buy it. So now you're gonna try to sabotage Nintendo. So it's a fucking problem for the Nintendo Switch.
Whoa. What?
They have game all these games out here that you see that got game key cards, y'all don't want to buy it. So now you're gonna try to sabotage Nintendo. So it's a fucking problem for the Nintendo Switch 2 to have game key cards to download games to your system. But everybody like Steam, Xbox, ROG Ally, Legion Go, Steam Deck, everybody loves the Steam Deck, right? Is there anybody bitching and complaining about some fucking key cards for the Steam Deck? You have the Steam Deck, all the games are in digital. Most games are digital. The place.
This man brought up the Steam Deck, chat. This man brought up the Steam Deck. What in the hell? Okay, all right, bro. Look, first off, okay, the Steam Deck doesn't brick your console if you modify it. That's the problem. If you were to get a Steam Deck and try to modify it, software mod, homebrew, any of that, it won't get bricked. Stop me when I'm wrong, chat. Okay? You get the ROG Ally, which I'm actually considering getting. I'm actually thinking about getting a ROG Ally, right? If you homebrew the ROG Ally, your ROG Ally is not going to get bricked. Okay? I'm just saying. Digital or not, the games really aren't like digital or not. Your console isn't getting bricked because of that. And I see you, Azel. Nice. I don't have a PS3. I need to get me one. But like, that's an apples to oranges comparison here. If you think about it, because now, like I said, all of those, I can modify those in any way, shape, or form. I can homebrew stuff if I want to. And I won't run the risk of getting my shit bricked. The only way I might get those bricked is if maybe I download a virus or some shit. But making that comparison is stupid. I'm just going to say it straight like that.
PlayStation 4. The PlayStation 4 had not PlayStation 4.
My bad. Yeah. Yeah, I was waiting for you to type the rest of it. Yeah. They deleted your account? The fuck? That's stupid. Oh, you have an Xbox 360 Live account. Ooh, yeah. Like full-blown games. I got an email saying my account was hacked and I need to prove it's me to get back into it. That's wild. And they didn't. How long did it? See, my thing was, how long did it take you to get that? Like to respond back to them? I still have my accounts. Just saying. What up, Spades? How you doing, big dog? I was about to hop into some Sonic and Stellar Blade in a minute, but I wanted to talk gaming shit for a minute. But I did see Miss Sparkles. My bad, baby. Right back. I used it every day. Yeah, that'll piss you off. That'll piss you all the way off. I even sent a picture of my and they didn't answer you back. That's crazy. That's crazy. What up, Matt? How you doing? Good to see you. So let me back up a bit, right? So of course we just got finished talking about the key cards, right? I don't even have nothing to say to that. I can't stand you, Chloe. We're gonna get into some games in a minute. I just wanted to talk this shit. What the fuck? That don't make no fucking sense. Yeah, that's stupid. Spades, thank you for coming by, bro. I know you tired, man. Keep up the good work, big dog.
That got game key cards, y'all don't want to buy it, so now you're gonna try to sabotage Nintendo. So it's a fucking.
So now he's saying we're trying to folks are trying to sabotage Nintendo. Okay, so that's not true. Okay, the biggest problem. Fair. Right? So once again, the biggest problem with this is that on the Switch 2, and we just talked about this, on the Switch 2, they're only selling for the developers 1 gigabyte cards or 32 gigabyte cards. There's no in between. No in between. So that's why they did the game key cards, so they could just say, okay, it's a download thing, but we're just going to use the game key card as a basically as a key. That's it. Maximum autism. Rona just out here vibing, bro. I like it. You love to see it. So that's the problem, right? So the OG Switch, you had these options. You don't have these options, as far as I understand, with Switch 2.
Problem for the Nintendo Switch 2 to have game key cards to download games to your system, but everybody like Steam, Xbox, ROG Ally, Legion Go, Steam Deck, everybody loves the Steam Deck, right? Is there anybody bitching and complaining about some fucking key cards for the Steam Deck? You have the Steam Deck, all the games are in digital. Most games are digital. The PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 4 had not PlayStation 4, the PlayStation 5. You have the PlayStation 5 Pro. You have the PlayStation 5 that has a digital console. You have the Xbox Series S and X. They have digital parts of it. They have digital games. Nobody bitches about it, but because Nintendo's having digital games, everybody wants to hate.
But see, those digital games aren't breaking your console either if you decide to mod your shit. And people are complaining about digital games too, because everybody's going digital. And you're not owning your game, so if anything happens to your account, you're done.
You know when somebody hates on something, they always try to find something to hate on. And that's what they're doing in Nintendo. Trying to find some bullshit to hate. And it's bullshit, man.
I'm sick and tired of it.
PS4 did have digital games, you're right. I'm trying to tell you.
And I think that's really inexcusable. It's really fucking excusable for y'all to be fucking hating on Nintendo like that over some game key cards. There's nothing wrong with game key cards. I actually like.
Good question.
The game key cards because you can resell them, you jackasses. Bruh. Just plain old digital, you can't do it like that. But with the game.
Stop it. Spades, stop. Spades, stop. Leave this man alone. I just disagree with his points. I said it earlier. We not gonna go in on this man. He's actually pretty nice. Okay? He's actually a nice guy. He comes through and supports the channel. Okay? He comes through and supports the channel sometimes. I just don't. Mr. Big 200. Yes, sir. That's the point. Yes, I just said it. Your Steam Deck won't get bricked if you mod a game or add ROMs. That is true. A ROG Ally will not get bricked if you modify it. If you go in and add a bigger memory stick, you feel me? I know that's not the right term for it. Fuck it, sue me, whatever. Okay? But I don't run the risk of getting my shit bricked. I highly disagree with this point too. Okay? I disagree with this too. I do disagree with this. And like I said before, right? I said it before, and before y'all came in, I'm going to say it again. Okay? There is nothing wrong with backing up your games, preserving your games. Chat. I have no issue with that. I think it is well, you should. Now, distribution is where things get a little gray. And I'm just going to tell you, like I say all the time, be careful. That's it. That's all I'm going to tell you. I don't care how you do it. Be careful. That's it. Be mindful. He's so proud of himself. Y'all wild. I disagree with him too. But yeah, the cope of Nintendo just banning Switches, not breaking them, doesn't work when physical cards are just download keys. No, there's literally people's Switches are getting bricked for it. And then what makes it worse is, like I mentioned earlier, people can resell it. So you're sitting there thinking, if you don't have a Switch 2, you get a Switch 2 for like $200, and you paying $300 for a brick console. That don't make no sense. Bob, Dr. Spirit, how you doing, big dog? Got your eye pass from me. I'm just saying, if I gotta pay a subscription fee to use most of the features on the Switch 2, I'm cool. That's a fact. I can agree with that. Like I said, I have no issue with emulation. And I find it funny that Nintendo all of a sudden is cool with emulation when they can charge for it. Oh, it got real quiet in here. I have no problem with emulation. But it's odd that people are tripping over emulation. Like, these companies are tripping over emulation, but then they want people to charge, like, they want to charge people an arm and a leg for it. Nintendo also does emulation, but you got to pay, but you're paying for it. But you got to pay for it. They're cool with it until you pay for it. You can't do, and that's crazy. Like, you can't do fan games or nothing. You can't emulate, you can't do fan games of a lot of their properties. Fucking crazy. Still reminded of the time where motherfucking what was that? AM2R? That Metroid remake got taken down. Ooh, that's a good conspiracy. Ooh. Switch 2's reverse compatibility for Switch 1 games is running on Yuzu. That's a tough one. That's tough. What up, Chariot man? I was just waiting for you, man. I was hoping. I've been stalling the entire time, hoping you'd come in here. One of your managers, Nintendo, oh, the CEA, yeah, straight. Well, without your permission. Really? Seriously? Because you're not the only video I've responded to. It's this one too. So I responded to Mugen Lords. He knows that I'm cool with it. He's cool with it. I mean, if you want me to stop, I'll stop. That's perfectly fine with me. We can end. I can end it right here. All you gotta do is say the magic word, big dog. I mean, unless you want to talk about it, we can get on live and talk about it. because I'm like I said, this is no. It's fine. It's his video. It's his video. I'm gonna be respectful, chat. Because if he doesn't want me to go for the rest of this video, I'll stop. And I'll dead it right there. I have no issues. I mean, like I said, you're more than welcome to talk with me too, because you got my. Well, I don't know if you do. You have me on Discord? We could talk about it. You can add me on Discord. And we can discuss it right now. I drop a like and everything. That's okay. You're right, but like I said, it's his video. If he doesn't want me to talk about it. Hey, chill. Chariot. I'm asking you a question. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about nobody in the chat. Okay? I'm just discussing, because we just got finished discussing this. And I feel like it was a great time to discuss this. So, focus right here. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? So, Cherry, I'm asking you again. Do you want to discuss this? One more. Do you want to discuss this? We can sit. I can actually take some time. Stop what I'm doing right here to discuss. If you have me on, motherfucking whatchamacallit. Yeah, no, that's fine too. Like, I don't mind. So let me know. Like, I'm up right now. So, like I said, I was actually gonna play some Sonic and Stellar Blade, or I don't know, Stellar Blade and Sonic. I don't know what the fuck I was gonna play really. Possibly. Right, get in there right now. It is. Nah, I try to be respectful with it. Like I said, I don't agree with this. I'm gonna be real with you. I really don't agree with a lot of this. I get where you're coming from, right? Because you're thinking of no, he's fine. He might. Okay, that's fine. I'm asking you a question. Chariot. Woohoo. Chariot. Answer the question. Would you like to talk about this? Since if you want me to stop, I will stop the video. Okay? I will stop reacting to the video. All right? And matter of fact, I will put, like I said, I already reacted to, that's the video for, this is this video right now that we're looking at right now. Stop it, Miss Sparkles. Cut it out. But no, seriously. Cherry, let's talk. Because it's been a while since we talked, big dog. Do you have Discord? You should have Discord. Yeah, you good, Miss Sparkles. Okay, so do you have Discord? We can actually sit and talk about this because it'll be easier that way. I don't know if you're busy or not, or working on a video or not. We can actually sit down and talk if you're interested. Because my Discord's open. I'm willing to, like I said, I've known you for a while, and I'm willing to talk with you about it. You know what I'm saying? Like we have mutual friends in content creation, all that. So we're good. Okay. He's all right. Chariot is all right, man. I've known him for a little bit. Known him for a bit. Like I said, we got some mutual content creator friends, so we're good. We're good. I pop in when I can on this channel. Same for him. He pops in on mine. Big handheld fan. He's a big handheld fan, so he does a lot of the ROG Ally, the Steam Decks, Switch, stuff like that. It's just that right now, this is a point of contention. Literally. Because the Switch 2, my issue with the Switch 2 is I don't think you should be bricking people's consoles. I think this is overreach from Nintendo. I think this is overreach. They're doing a little bit too much. And they're hurting more. You're hurting more of the general public people, right? Than the small, minor percent of those that are. You know what I'm saying? This is first for me. No. Yeah. No, I get it. I know you're ranting and dealing with some stuff. I'm like I said, I'll walk you through it. Cherry, where you at, big dog? Come here. We gonna talk. Come add me on Discord. Do you have Discord? Because I don't have it. Like I said, I have no issue with emulation. As you can see. Right here. Okay, I have no problems. I own a Switch. I also have a PS2 back here. I got, what else? I got a PS2, I got an N64 back here. I got the OG Xbox. That's in my closet right now because the power connection, the power supply is gone, basically. The power supply in the Xbox itself is gone. I gotta get me a new Xbox. So I got a lot of games, bro. Like, let's not. Yeah, please. I said, we're not dogging you. We're not dogpiling on you. I'm not doing that. I disagree with you. Heavily disagree with you. But I don't mind having a conversation. That's the beauty of the internet. Beauty of life. CMG message me. Matter of fact, do you have a way to message me? And the crazy thing about this, right? The dudes over here, there's somebody else that you quote retweeted that was talking about the PlayStation Portal. Okay? Let me make this clear to you. Maybe. Let me make this clear to you. The PlayStation Portal, I don't consider that a handheld. I don't. Because all you're doing is literally, it's like another controller, another screen, right? But that's a whole different conversation. So I need you to come on in here. Mr. CMG, where you at? I try to sometimes, because boy, I've seen some people on the internet say some stupid shit, and I'm just like, I gotta get some more stuff, chat. While we're waiting for that, hold on, chat. I got something for y'all, chat. Hold on. Where is it? I got more nostalgia stuff. I need to put some of these up, chat. I had this up years ago. Look at this. I had this poster up years ago. I need to probably put it up. Look at that. Woohoo! A Mewtwo poster. Look at that. Best Pokemon ever. This. Woo. Yes, sir. I need to hang it back up. I just don't have the tacks for it. And then, I'm gonna let it messy again. I don't give a fuck. But look at that. Look at that shit. Look at that. And then I got one of these. You feel me? Gotta. A little bit. I did move a few things around. I had to take care of some stuff. I had to move some stuff around. I got some my DJ set out because I'm about to be DJing in a minute. After I stream, I gotta get this mix going for y'all. Free Friday 1. Yes, sir. A little bit. I do got it. Like I said, I gotta get that stuff. They was already folded. I had no choice. I had no choice but to fold them. I had to keep them in I don't have something to keep them in, so I had to fold them. I've had them folded like that for a while. Had nothing to do with me. But yes, Street Fighter 1, yeah, I found it at an anime convention I went to. I bought it, had to get it. I can get pretty messy if I need to, and I don't like it. Hold on. I gotta find CMG. Where you at, big dog? Did he leave? Oh, come on, CMG. Come on, bro. I hope he didn't leave. Because like I said, I don't mean no ill will towards him. Because like I said, I have no problem with him. I just disagree with his points. It is a cool poster. I got another poster somewhere. Hopefully he does. I really hope he doesn't. Like I said, I really hope he doesn't. Oh. Which reminds me, yeah, don't you gotta leave? I just thought about that. Okay, you back in the chat? Okay, cool. Cherry, come on in here, bro. I'm gonna have a discussion with you. Let's sit down and talk for a bit. Do you have me? Do you have? I know. Saying like it, not like it's public. It's not like like I said, I'm not lying on you or or spreading rumors about your name or nothing. I'm just saying, like, bro, like I don't agree with your points here. Add me on Discord, man. I need you to add me on Discord, big dog. Where it is? I know you in here. I know you're in here. I know you in here. I know you're in here. I know you're in here. I know you're in here. Where are you? Oh, you're already at work. Sheesh. You might be trying to figure out how to get you on Discord. I hope so. I hope so. Let me see if I got a friend request or anything. Pending. Oh, that's sent. Okay. Those are potential spams. You are. Ignore. Yeah. In fact, go ahead. No, I'm just saying, like, I don't mind having a conversation with you, big dog. Like, I'm serious. Like, I really would like to have a conversation with you. This will be easier. I feel like it'll be easier than playing the video. Because on your video, you're speaking from a place of like high energy. You know what I'm saying? You're speaking of a place of like frustration. So like I feel like it would be better just to have a regular conversation. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, add me on Discord. Either way, add me on Discord so we can talk. A lot of people don't like Discord. No, I think he's on there. I thought I saw him. It's not necessarily about changing your mind, dude. It's about like offering a different perspective other than your own. Now, if you change your mind, that's on you. That's the way I see it, right? If I give you my perspective and you're like, no, what, LG, you right, blah blah blah, whoop woo, you good. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just like, you putting your opinion out there, which is cool. We're just talking about it. But all right.
In key cards, you have ability to sell them back. I think that's really inexcusable.
All right,
because
let's back up a bit.
Low freaking sales. So they got low sales because it's the start of the console. You know why they got low sales? Because of game key cards. So basically because Street Fighter 6 or Sonic and all these other games, Yakuza, all these games out here that you see that got game key cards, y'all don't want to buy it. So now you're going to...
Yeah, it's not a debate. It's a conversation. It's a discussion. Discussion over debate here. That's what I try to aim for.
Try to sabotage Nintendo, so it's a fucking problem for the Nintendo Switch 2 to have game key cards.
Hold on, okay. So here's the problem. Okay, we just talked about game key cards earlier. So for those of y'all that's been in here for a minute, I apologize to keep going back and forth to this video, but this needs to be talked about, right? So Mugen Lord, shout out to him, right? Hopefully he doesn't trip about me using his video. So we kind of talked about this, right? So on the Switch, OG Switch, you had options of what key card to use, right? There's 1 gigabyte size, 2 gigabyte, 4 gigabyte, all the way up to 32. Okay. I hope so, but we can't count them out yet. Okay. So the problem with this is that the Switch 2, they're only offering the 1 gigabyte and a 32 gigabyte, right? So let's listen.
Had the 32 gigabytes or smaller games like Bravely Default. So what do? They games like Bravely way more expensive. Naturally, developers don't want to eat that cost, especially for re-releases or smaller games like Bravely Default. So what do? They opt for the game keycards, instead saving money, but at the cost of frustrating gamers. But then we have examples of third-party developers like CD Projekt Red, which did something right. And let's talk about this rare exception here. See, you have CD Projekt Red, they loaded Cyberpunk 2077 plus all their DLC onto a 32 gigabyte cartridge. No downloads required. And guess what? It paid off. CD Projekt Red with Cyberpunk 2077 is now the best-selling third-party game on the Switch 2.
And that's because they put everything on that cartridge itself, on the 32 cartridge. Right? Right, but this is what I'm saying, right? So hold on. Okay, but you miss what Mugen Lord is saying here. Okay? At first, the Switch was giving, the OG Switch was giving all of these options. Right? The OG Switch was giving you 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. The Switch 2 is only giving the 1 and the 32 gigabyte. So if you have a game, if you're a developer and you are making a game that's 3 gigabytes, if you're on the Switch 1, you will go for the 4 gigabyte. Okay? But on Switch 2, you either have the option of doing the 1 gigabyte or the 32 gigabyte. So the problem here is Nintendo, right? Nintendo is being greedy, essentially. That's essentially greed. Because you had these options before. Now all of a sudden you get the Switch 2 and there's no multiple options here. Does that make sense? I hope that's helping a little bit. Okay? There's nothing wrong with saving money, but when you take away certain options to where all they have is these two options, something ain't right.
If you notice the pattern here, a lot of them are, yup, you guessed it, game keycards. Gamers are avoiding them. People want their games preserved. They want to install, lend, resell, and collect them like they always have. These game keycards feel like a half step towards a fully digital only future, and not everyone is willing and ready to accept that.
And that's fair, right? Because let me make this clear to you, and I'm gonna say this again since you're here. Okay, Chariot. Okay, I hope you're in here. I hope you see this. Okay. I'm gonna do this again. Okay. It probably could be. We don't know. Okay. You're absolutely right, Bob. That's actually another good point. Very good point. I think if that's the case, they should have those options. Personally, I think they should. Okay. So now I'm going to say this again for the people in the cheap seats who have never heard me before. I bought this game. Okay, this game cost, well, on resale, it cost me about $200. Okay, game's a classic. $200. I should have every right to back up my games. Games like this, which, like I said, I have physical copies of some of my games. Okay, some of my games there's a lot of games I'm not able to get or whatever the fuck. Okay? I should be able to back up my games and do this. Okay. I should be able to. And it's the same thing with the OG Switch. Okay. That issue that you saw with the MIG, what is it called? MIG switch, MIG switch thing. It should be fine. There's nothing wrong with people who back up their Switch. You as a, do I have the original? I don't. I was never really into Resident Evil like that, to be honest with you, because as a kid, my mom didn't let me play a lot of games. That's why I'm late to Castlevania. I always make this story that I'm always late to Castlevania. Emerald Tars, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Welcome, man. I hope you're doing well. How's your game drawing going? So I have no problem. You have the original GameCube version. Nice. So I have no issue with those who back up their games. Now, when it comes to distribution, that's where it gets tricky, right? Because I don't think, especially if it's games that nobody cares about, right? That or games that are just old, games that are lost to time. Okay, what is the point of being so overprotective of your IPs that you don't care, that you as a company don't care about? Dragon Mirror, we were still with my family when I was homeless. Yeah, fair. All right, so if I get, right? How you doing, Hobo? How you doing? Good to see you. If I get, personally, say for example, if I get me like a ROG ally, okay? If I get a ROG ally, I should be able to put my copies of my games on my ROG ally. I should. You're doing okay? Good to hear. Oh shit, that's nice. See, I'm sometimes life happens and you're not able to keep that stuff. You know what I'm saying? And instead of having to go back and rebuy it for like double, triple the price, why not get the dump version? You know what I'm saying? Go back to your version that you dumped. I'm just saying. Now, like I said, distributing it is a whole nother can of worms. You feel what I'm saying? Like, so what I'm saying with this issue, what you're talking about right here, and this is what with your video, when it comes down to, people aren't just blindly hating on Switch 2. Cherry man, that's what I'm saying. There's a reason why people are upset, because honestly, I shouldn't have to worry about, I have to use the right product for my Switch 2 or it gets bricked. Let's make this even clearer, right? What if you don't use the right charger to charge up your Switch 2? What if, like, you forgot your Switch 2 charger at home? You're out and about, you're not able to charge the Switch 2, and you just need, and it's a Type-C charger. I'm just going to use some random Type-C charger and plug it in. And then all of a sudden your Switch 2 is bricked. Just do a cooler. You get what I'm saying? Like, where do we cross the line here? You know what I'm saying? Where would it be doing? Like I said, now when it comes to piracy, like I said, I'm not gonna sit up here and say anything other than be careful. I'm just saying, it sounds crazy. Cherry, it sounds crazy as fuck. But I'm just saying, it low key could make sense, because if you're out here, it could say, oh, this is modification of a charger. It's Type C, but we detect a different power spike. The same thing that's happening with the dude with this mixed switch thing. And the dude was backing up all of his shit now. Let me remind y'all, the dude that had the switch, that has the mixed switch case, all the switch games, as far as we know, he admitted and said that, hey, look, these are all the games that I own. I own these games. I just backed them up. It sounds crazy, but it's a possibility. If something is not an authorized charger, it can happen. Just saying. Makes sense. I know it sounds crazy up front, but we'll get into that, right? But yeah, let's get back to your video. I'm sorry, I just wanted to put that out there. My bad.
And X, they have digital parts of it. They have digital games. Nobody bitches about it, but because Nintendo's having digital games, everybody wants to hate. You know when somebody hates on something, they always try to find something to hate on, and that's what they're doing to Nintendo, trying to find some bullshit to hate, and it's bullshit, man.
I'm sick and tired of it.
And I think that's really inexcusable. It's really fucking excusable for y'all to be fucking hating on Nintendo like that over some game key cards. There's nothing wrong with game key cards. I actually like the game key cards because you can resell them, you jackasses. Bruh. Just play, digital, you can't do it like that.
But see, here's the thing with this, right? But even with those, if you can resell it, right? Even if you could resell it. So let's just use that as an example, right? You sell the key card for like what, $20? Right? Say you sell the key card for $20. You put the key card in. Arachnid Youth, welcome in. How you doing? Good to see you. Right? That's crazy. All right. So how do I put this? What was that? Okay, let me back up. So you sell the key card for $20, right? You resell it. What makes you think that if somebody gets a Switch 2 and they resell that key card, you think it's going to unlock the game for them, like off rip? I highly doubt that. Now, like I said, I hope it does. Like if it's a used key card. Hopefully they don't have to rebuy the game, because that's what I'm thinking is going to happen. So if I say you give me a used key card game for $20 and my Switch 2 doesn't recognize that I own the game, right? Who's to say that it's not going to make me get the game, like make me rebuy the game? So not only did I give you $20, you feel me, CMG? Not only did I give you $20, I had to pay $20 plus the 80 or plus the original MSRP for the original game. That makes no sense. Could be. And there's no that part. And just because you can resell it, it doesn't mean it's going to be able to happen, right? They tried this with OG Xbox. Y'all remember Xbox, was it 360 or X? No, it was X. It was X when they did this at first. They tried to do the everything locked and all that shit at one point. Yeah, the game, yeah, we talked about that earlier. They don't have the game on them. Yeah. Yeah, Xbox One, that's what it was at first. Before they walked that shit back. Because folks we wasn't trying to hear that shit. And this is the crazy part, because some of us had the discs and shit. And they were telling us we couldn't even do it because the disc you had to do the day one patch and all that dumbass shit. Xbox One, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for the help, guys. Appreciate it. But no, seriously. So yeah, we gotta still download it, but who's to say that it's gonna count as a sold game? That part.
sell them, you jackasses. Bruh. Just plain old digital, you can't do it like that. But with the game key cards, you have the ability to sell them back. Nintendo, that's why the third party decided to go game key cards, because it's cheaper to do it that way. Because
once again, they didn't have the same options as Switch 1 with the key cards, right? They didn't have the same option. Once again, we're going back to this, because they didn't have this option like they did on Switch 1. It was only 1 gigabyte or 32 gigabyte. There's nothing in between. Now, once again, Bob made a good point. We don't know if they have these other options or not. Good point by Bob, and I gotta give him that. Okay, we don't know if it's because they have limited stock. And used games is how a lot of people get their games. Secondhand, yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that, chat. Nothing wrong with it. So, just saying.
The cartridge is more expensive, makes the game cheaper. That's why Street Fighter $39.99 on a digital. That's why it's only $59.99 for all of the DLC and everything. That's why most of the games that's in the game key cards is cheaper. Unlike this game, which is on the whole cartridge, is $69.99. It's like $70 for this game.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Once again,
you know, it's all on the card. You still gotta download some games anyway.
It's because of DLC. DLC. Okay. Now, let me remind you that this game right here, right? I see your point. Give me a second, Charles. Let me cook. Okay. This is the best-selling game right now. Third-party game, excuse me if I'm saying it right. Best-selling third-party game on the Switch. Why is that? Because most of the product is on the cartridge itself. Okay? I'm going to say that again. This sells high for a reason. And matter of fact, we just talked about it here on this video, right? The reason why it's the highest selling at $70 is because all of it is on the cartridge. And you did explain that, right? But people want that. That's, once again, that's what we're saying, right? People want, they want it right there, okay? So let me, matter of fact, speaking of Switch, chat, hold on. Speaking of Switch, okay, I got games on my Switch right now. Okay, I got a few games that are. I got the this one right here. Okay, that's Fire Emblem Warriors. This is the Three Hopes, Bert. Fire Emblem Warrior 3 Hopes. You know what I'm saying? I got Crash Team Racing. You feel me? So we want the physical shit. That's what we're saying. We want physical shit. We want to be able to pop in our games and play them. That's the point. It's high. That's why it's the highest selling third party. All right. But this is a good point. This is why I'm not attached to the physical media if it contains invasive DRM. It's basically e-waste. And this is the same Nintendo artificially limited the Mario collection. I agree with this. I agree with that. Okay. I agree. That's agreeable. There's no DRM on this game. This game is a classic now. There's no DRM on this. There's a region, you know, there's region lock and shit, but still. You also explain that. All right, cool. I'm just saying, there's a reason why this game sold so much.
2077 Ultimate Edition for the Nintendo Switch 2. This game is all on this cartridge, but it's a lot more money and it's more expensive. But you know what? CD Projekt Red has the money to do this because they have sold so much all over the systems. They're able to do this. But
what about the companies that are like indie companies? Just saying.
Now we back to this again with the situation of Nintendo Switch 2 terminating it. There's one person that had to happen to when Nintendo said it was going to do that, and that dude is Switch Tools. All right? And listen to what this guy has to say, because it makes no freaking sense. This is what I posted. Now, this is what he said. He says, my Switch 2 test has been banned after using the mic switch with perfectly legal dumps on my own cartridges, so it would seem that Nintendo can detect something. Similar reports on Reddit are started to come in. He didn't say anything about testing tested it. He says my Switch 2 test has been banned. So you basically go to test your Nintendo Switch 2 to see if it can be banned. Well, you know what, motherfucker, Switch tools, it worked, all right? It fucking worked because you got what you asked for.
When will they ever learn?
And now you want to try to discredit. Now, this is what I said. I said, okay, but Nintendo told you and warned everyone beforehand not to use legal stuff on the Switch 2. Let you guys did. You have no one to blame but yourself. Now you have to contact Nintendo to get that clear. Follow the rules. Sick of my damn head. I said follow the rules, and I meant what I freaking said. So Switch Tools got pissed off about what I said when I tweeted that to him. You got pissed off of what I said. You have no.
Okay, so let's back up a bit. Okay, so Switch Tools, right, got his test switch banned, his Switch 2 test ban. So I'm assuming he's got multiple Switch 2s. Okay, let's be for real. He's probably got more than one Switch 2. But this is very good point, Mr. Big. Very good point, Mr. Big. That's also the problem. But you know, I want to own my shit. Thank you very much. That's the other thing. Okay, so Switch Tools, and this is really, I think this is probably the crux of the rant. This is probably the reason why he did this rant. CMG, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm assuming this person on X is why you did this rant. CD Projekt Red can put all on the cart because they sold a lot. So most AAA should put almost every game on their cards. AAA companies have sold a shit ton. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Very fair statement. Very fair statement. So why don't they?
No one to blame but yourself. Now you have to contact Nintendo to get that clear. Follow the rules. Sick of my damn head. I said follow the rules, and I meant what I freaking said. So Switch Tools got pissed off about what I said when I tweeted that to him. You got pissed off of what I said. Usually I don't make these kind of videos, but I gotta do it now. I gotta address the monkey in the room, and you're the monkey, and I'm addressing the fucking monkey because you're not gonna fucking disrespect me on X like that. I said no, fuck.
But what disrespect did he say?
That I'm gonna say something, man, because I don't really get into this, man. I'm not the one, and I'm gonna tag this video to you because I want you to see this and bring all your people here so you can dumb this video down. Dumb it down. Dumb the video down, man.
Okay, so let me let's figure out some shit. Hold on. I'm gonna figure out. Let's find out what he said. I'm gonna go to that tweet. I'm gonna go to that tweet. Okay, let's go to that tweet if we can find it. Let's go to that tweet. Ooh, excuse me. Let's find that tweet because I'm gonna find it. Hold on, chat. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where's that tweet at? Do you have the tweet? Okay. I found a tweet. Hold on. I found it. Okay. He said salty. Just because, yeah, that's the other part. Just because they sell it doesn't mean they'll follow suit, right? Are the most pro-consumer company? Yeah, can't say the same with Take-Two or EA, any most Japanese companies. Well, Japanese companies that had American-based influence. I mean, here's the thing, right? So here's a problem with this, right? So let me make this clear, right? So, all right, let's see what else is. Let's read this whole thing because this is what he put out, right? So this is what else is said, right? Okay, you're talking to me as if I didn't know what I was doing. At no time did I get fooled. I'm doing what I've always done, keeping members informed of what's going on. I have 2 consoles, okay, and the one I used was a guinea pig. I'm responsible for my devices and know very well what I'm doing. Don't worry. Just an enthusiast that knows about experiments. It's the console. It's me who's watching what I do with it. Well, afterwards, I understand being insulted if I bought the console on the Nintendo store only to break it in front of the store. That's a good one. I know exactly what that was. Okay. All right. So that's a good one. Good one. Okay. Let me see. Did anybody else like respond to this? Okay. All right. Here's some other responses. You seem unbelievably oblivious to the fact that this is clearly trial and error to test out Switch 2 hacking. They are testing limits and knew this will happen. Please pay attention to context, which is true. I do agree with that. They do have a point here because most of the times you do want to see what, please pay attention to context. It'll help you in the long run not to make yourself look like a moron. Okay. Nintendo's not messing around. Yeah, there's nothing illegal about testing. I am going to say this. All right. Once again, there's nothing illegal about backing up your games. I've said this like multiple times. I've said it like about at least three, 4, 5 times. Okay. There's nothing wrong with testing or backing up your games. But this right here is a potential problem. This is a problem. This is an issue. Right? This is, in my personal opinion, CMG, this is overstep from a company. This is overreach. Okay? Because if they're tripping about stuff like this, what else can they do? You get what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm on right now. I hope that makes sense. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, I have no issue with, modding in games. You don't run into this problem with fucking Steam Deck. I know you mentioned this earlier, but you can add stuff to your Steam Deck. You can run emulated games on your Steam Deck and you won't get your Steam account banned for it. Just saying. You can run stuff on an ROG Ally. You won't get banned for it. You get what I'm saying? And the very second that starts to happen, we got a problem. That part. Nintendo said the system couldn't be hacked. So, and that's a challenge. Some people will take that as a challenge. Just saying. I remember a rumor about the Switch 2 working with Lenovo a couple years back. Interesting. I don't remember that rumor, but interesting. But this is a problem. And telling people to follow the rules, not necessarily the best choice to make. I hope that makes sense. I hope I'm not confusing you, any CMG, or anybody in the chat. Because I think that this is a perfect example of why people need to have this discussion. This discussion needs to be discussed, like talked about for real. Needs to be had. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not hating on you. Oh, damn. We got to somebody send a hug to Miss Sparkles. Yeah. People do what they want. Yeah. That's the thing. And I don't want, like I said, I don't want you to think that people, I'm hating on you or nothing like that, because that's definitely not the case. Ain't no hate over here. But I am going to tell you I disagree with this. You should have every right to back up your games. Now, this distribution, we can agree to disagree or whatever the fuck. But like, all of this, see, there you go. Miss Sparkles. I got you. Sonic Kid yelling pop.
2 thumbs down.
Dumb this fucking video down because I want you to. I want you to. Dumb this shit down. Anybody that sees this video, tag his ass. Tag Switch Tools and let him see this video because this is what I look like, dude. I'm a real goddamn content creator and I'm proving this to you. I don't give a damn if it's a fucking test. Nintendo said it and they met it. So, what?
But you don't care. You don't care if it's a test. You should care if it's a test. That's the thing. Like, if they're doing that, you should care. But
what's the test he's talking about? He's talking about this right here, the Max Switch, the MIG Switch.
What the heck is that?
Basically, you could take all your Switch games and copy it on a micro SD card, and put it to another Switch. So basically, you copying stuff, you modding your Switch, you taking the games, all of the games that the Switch has, you put it on the Max and put it on the Nintendo Switch too. Basically, that's what the mod Switch is. It's some kind of modding tool, and it's not working. It's not. It's a modding Switch. It's illegal. It's an illegal thing, and Nintendo said not to do that. That anytime.
bro. Okay.
Time they're going to be able to do that. They said it, they wrote it, you wrote the contract, and that's what they said.
It's that simple.
And you did it anyway. But he gonna feel some type of way. This is what he has to say. Look at this. You talking to me as if I didn't know what I was doing. Okay, at no time did I get full. I'm doing what I've always done, keeping numbers informed on what's going on. So you basically saying you keeping everybody informed what's going on. Nintendo already said they was gonna do that shit. There's nothing.
But no. It's actually important. This is actually what you don't understand is how important it is. Because what just happened was just showing you let me put this in no uncertain terms. Nintendo putting "you can't sue us" in their TOS in an attempt to prevent class action suit means Nintendo knew damn well they're violating consumer rights. That part. TOSs are not legally binding. Nope.
To keep informed, keeping the numbers informed on what's going on. I have 2 consoles, and the one I use was a Genie Pig. I'm responsible for my device, and I know very well on what I'm doing. Don't worry you. All right, so what? You got another extra Switch too, so you gonna try to fire at me? Well, I said what I said. Nintendo said it, and I'm saying it. You ain't supposed to be doing that shit,
Bro. I'm not even gonna try to sound funny, but you at this point, this is where people start using the memes, right? This is where the memes come, because now you're looking like as if you're bootlegging. You know what I'm saying? You're defending the company, right? I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm just telling you this is where the memes are coming.
and you did it anyway. So this is what I said. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Hey, don't get mad at me on something you did. It is not like Nintendo didn't say anything and just went on and restricted your content. You guys are ridiculous, and that's what I said. Nintendo didn't just go around just restricting content for no reason. You fucking being ridiculous, and Nintendo restricted your content. So don't get mad at me and say the thing and try to come after me because I said that.
But he didn't say anything wrong. That's what I'm telling you. So he didn't say anything wrong here. He knew what he was doing, right? He admitted that, and he knew what he was doing, right, with the mix switch. Okay. He knew what he was doing. He got another switch for the purpose of testing, and all I'm saying, like, bro, Cherry, I'm trying to figure out what the point is here, bro. Like, I have no issue. Like, I get where you're coming from, and I think, you're thinking that these people are pirates, and they're not. What I'm saying is these people have a right to back up their stuff. They have a right to test these things, because quite frankly, in a lot of situations, a lot of these people aren't testing this stuff, bro. Humans are the fuck around about. That's true. And this is exactly true. We've created the greatest stuff because people said we couldn't do it. And like I said, I'm not trying to pick a fight with nobody. And I'm not trying to pick a fight with nobody. I'm just saying, bro, at the same time, I get where you're coming from, but then I don't. You lose me. You know what I'm saying? You're losing me here. And I believe, if memory serves me correctly, Cherry Man, correct me if I'm wrong. Are you a Nintendo fan? You are a Nintendo fan, aren't you? I thought you were. If I remember correctly, you are.
Worry on what I'm doing. Don't worry you. All right, so what? You got another extra.
Okay. And that's understandable, right? And that's fine. Okay? And there, I have no issue with that. Okay, because like I said, Nintendo was my first game system, and I respect it. You feel me? This would be weird if he wasn't. But I still think. Let's just finish this out.
Switch to, so you gonna try to fire at me? Well, I said what I said. Nintendo said it, and I like Nintendo did this, and Nintendo restricted your content. So don't get mad at me and say the thing and try to come after me because I said that about Nintendo.
But he's not coming after you. Like I said, he's not coming after you. If you look at what he's saying, right? He's just saying, hey, look, I'm doing what I've always done. No, you good, bro. Like I said, I just want you to understand where we're, have a little bit more sense about what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because this, like, I would hate, especially with you being a Nintendo fanboy, right? I would hate for you personally to have your Switch, your Switch 2 banned for no reason. You know what I'm saying? I would hate that for you. I really would. You get what I'm saying? And I don't want you to think that I'm teaming on you. I don't want you to think that I'm I don't want you to think that I'm I'm picking on you or anything of that nature. I'm not. I just don't agree with this. Does that make sense? I hope that helps you.
And then in no time flat, all of his freaking fanboys, his trolls came after me. So this guy, Duno, I don't know what the hell Duno on security said, you tested, it's tested, and there's nothing legal about backing up your own games.
That's true, which we said.
You bootlicker. And then I said, this is why you on PC talking like this. Not to me in real life. How about that? Are you trying to act tough online over Switch 2 games? Yeah, right. He clearly has the mentally of a 10-year-old. Don't bother, man. It was just a test. But what did Nintendo say? So that's what I said. And it doesn't end. Look at all the hate. They calling me faggots. They calling me all of these names. Faggots. And like any name in the book. This one is a faggot. Boots for feet. I mean, he was tested. He's a Switch Hebrew person. All of the rules to use the device you own the way you want. Bro, you got a Nintendo whole meat in your mouth. Crazy. Yeah, right. So all of the hate started to come to me. So I started to get all of this hate because I started to say the truth. So all you people out there, all you
I figured this is why you did make the video. I figured.
Out there, all you hate.
It's not mine. Right, the F-bomb doesn't come from me. It came from his video, so I want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. It didn't come from me. He said, "This with no filter." Hey, gotta love it, right? So, like, Cherry Man, I'm not coming after you or nothing. Like I said, out of respect, I don't agree with this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't agree with this, but. Like I said, I see why I understand why you made this video because, like I said, I figured this was going to be the crux of your argument because people were attacking you for it.
To the Switch 2 so much, you're gonna try to slam me. So I said, okay, I took it kind of personal, and you're not gonna fucking talk to me like that, man. I don't give a shit how you feel. I'm sorry. I had to go hard on this video, man. You're not supposed to follow the rules. So I'm aware of all you people out there that got the Nintendo Switch 2s. And by the way, and it gets worse that there's already been over 300,000 Nintendo Switch 2s stolen, just about, in Canada in the back of a truck, and that's ridiculous within itself. It's already getting bad. Y'all really don't want to see Nintendo win. Y'all want to see them fail. Nintendo said not to do this, and you trying to be funny. And then when somebody addresses you, you want to try to be. I know what you said, Tess. I know exactly what you said, and everybody everybody started attacking me. I don't care. Tag them this video. So my games, let me know what you think about this freaking rant of the Nintendo Switch 2 and all these trolls. This is not the only I don't really rant like this. I've never attacked anybody before. This is like the first ever video I've ever did this, my people. So those that don't see this kind of video, you will never see it again. But I have to address the elephant in the room because I'm tired of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of all the hate with the key card bullshit and all of this mess. There's nothing wrong with the Nintendo Switch 2 and y'all talking about all this shit.
I wouldn't say that there's nothing wrong with the Nintendo Switch 2. I definitely wouldn't say that. I disagree heavy that there is nothing wrong with the Nintendo Switch 2. That's definitely definitely not. But said a lot of don'ts, but haven't been doing much positive in my opinion. Fair enough. I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna knock you for it, bro. Not gonna knock you for it. And I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't say that either. I'm just like, you know what I'm saying? The key card situation is a weird one. Them bricking your console over shit like this is stupid. Okay, I think it's dumb. And like you mentioned earlier, with the Switch and all of that, like, this is your first ever? Okay. Your first ever? Okay. And I get it. Like I said, I understand why you're upset because you got that. And looking at your post right now, looking at this post, dude's got some pretty hateful hit. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude's got some pretty, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. Yeah, he's not lying. You know, like he's not lying. He did kind of get some hit for this, and I feel you because hey, my Tekken 8 rant got a little bit of heat too. So I mean, I feel you on that. So it is what it is. You know, but like I said, it's not to be disrespectful to you. I'm just gonna say that right now. Never any disrespect. It's never any disrespect. It's never that. It's never disrespect to you personally. You know, like I said, I'm cool with you. Do you have, like I said, if you have Discord, bro, like hit me up, bro, because I thought you had Discord. I swear I could have swore you did. If not, that's understandable, but you know, like I said, I personally don't mind it. Like I said, I like Nintendo. Nintendo's got some good games. You know what I'm saying? And as like I said, I'm more of a Sega fan myself. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I like Mario. You added me on Discord already? Oh, there you go. I see you. Okay. All right. I'm gonna call you, bro. Is it cool if I call you right quick? Is it cool if I call you right quick? Out of respect, you know. I'm asking. Like I said, I just wanted to talk about this because, like I said, it's really no, and there's nothing wrong if you game on other platforms. Like, yeah, no, that's fine because I game on several platforms too. But I used to be big, like when Xbox first came out. I used to be a big Xbox head until I built my own PC back in 2017, and I'm like, this. You got work in the morning? All right, bet that. Okay. All right, that's fine. Like I said, well, you know where to find me. Like I said, if you can call me, that's fine. Like whenever you know, shoot me a message. That's fine. That's cool. But like I said, I don't agree with you. I don't agree with this. I don't. Right? Because I know you're clearly defending. Oh God, don't do that. No. I mean, I want to say yes, but I don't want to. I don't know how to feel about that. As long as it doesn't get a modern audience remake, we're good. They don't make fucking you know, Splinter Cell fat. Or put a chicken in and make it lame and gay. Hopefully, like I said, hopefully it's good though. Hopefully they just keep it. If they're remaking it, keep it to the remake, please. as faithful as possible, or with some new shit. You know, some new quality of life changes if they can. You don't know who the devs in public. Oh boy, we'll just wait for the news. Then we'll wait. But I'm gonna hop on. I guess what we'll do is while I'm waiting for that, I'll hop on motherfucking All right, y'all. Should we do chat? Should I play Sonic or Stellar Blade? Which one, chat? Don't make it like, oh, right. Agreed. Look, three discs with extra bloated story. 5% gameplay, 10% like movie scenes, cutscenes and shit. Bayonetta. Oh. I think I have to reinstall that game too. With my first PC last year, I only owned a GameCube and portable Nintendo consoles. Nice. Yeah, I've had a Nintendo NES, right? I started with NES. We got a Sega Genesis at the house. Okay, we didn't get the Super Nintendo. We got the Sega. We got the Nintendo 64. Okay. We got PlayStation. At one point, we had. I'm gonna put a. Oh, yep, true. Yeah, I ended up getting OG Xbox. We got the game. My brother had a GameCube. I had the OG Xbox. We had like Game Boy Advance. We had like a lot of games, man. We had the OG Game Boy. Bro, 2017 when I built my first PC, I was Xbox heavy, like Xbox 360. I was all up on the Xbox, and then I built my own PC in 2017 and I haven't looked back since. I haven't looked back. Just saying. But yeah, shout out to CMG, man. Y'all go check him out. I don't agree. Like I said, I don't agree with this right now. You know, like I said, I get the energy here. I get it that people were, you know, I understand that people were fucking with you and stuff like that. I understand. But I don't, like I said, I don't necessarily agree with this. What this is. Genesis, N64, PS1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. OG Xbox, Game Gear. I didn't get the Game Gear. Game Boy Color, yup. I had the OG Game Boy Color, Advance, NSP, yo. I had the DS, the 3DS. Sweet. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, my brother had the Wii too. My brother had the Wii. I wasn't feeling the Wii like that. I wasn't. Sorry. Wasn't feeling the Wii like that. But no, but yeah, like I said, I'm not being rude to nobody. Like I said, I hope you understand that, man. Like I said, we were just vibing today. I wasn't trying to be mean or nothing. I just wasn't trying to pick on you. I just wanted to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just making sure everything's good. N64 is still your. Oh man, I got the N64 right there. I got the N64 right there, and I could play Japanese and American games. I just haven't gotten the games for it yet. We're not gonna entertain that. We're not gonna. Nope. Hold on. Fuck no, baby. Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Shut up! Silence! Enough! I'm tired of this motherfucker!
Absolutely not. I only play Wii for the Mario Kart. Yeah, I forgot. I have the Wii as well for the Wind Waker game. Oh yeah, the Wind Waker was good. Look, you and me both. I wish Naruto. Oh yeah, that's right. 3 and 4 came to the West. Yeah, true. I remember that game. I didn't play a lot of those Naruto games, but I forgot what other games I was stuck on. But I was playing some other games. All right, y'all. Y'all want me to make some more progress on Game Plus for Stellar Blade, or y'all want to watch some Sonic shit right now? Fuck it. We gonna do Sonic right now. My perfect bait, my master bait didn't work. No, not at all. Absolutely not. You'll go Sonic bet. I was hoping old girl would come by. It worked this time? Sure it did. Sure it did. All right. What's Sonic 3 Complete? I forgot about that. No, that's a ROM hack. Sonic 3 Complete's a ROM hack. I think Sonic 3 completes the ROM hack. I can go for Sonic, bet that. All right, bet. We'll do it. Cool. That's facts. I gotta see, you know what? I'm curious. I gotta see what the Sonic Complete is. I gotta see what Sonic 3 Complete is. Hold on, chat. I gotta see what Sonic 3 Complete is. I forgot what it was, and I gotta see what it is. Hold on, chat. I gotta see what it is. Hold on, because now I'm curious, and the curiosity is gonna get the best of me right now. Where's my Sonic 3 Complete? That's Sonic All Stars. I don't know what Sonic All Stars is right now. I don't remember. Sonic. Where's Sonic Complete? The prototype. Yeah, but is it just Sonic 3 though? Is it just Sonic 3? Or is it Sonic 3 and Knuckles? That's the question that I'm trying to figure out. Sonic GT is really good. I don't think that game wasn't it finished, not finished yet? It's not finished, right? I'm opening. Okay. It's Sonic 3 and Knuckles? Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, it is. Okay, cool, bet. We do that. Ooh, we can do original design as released prototype, flying battery style prototype as released. What's the prototype? I'm out like a win. Bye. Bye, Miss Sparkles. It's supposed to be 4 stages. Oh. I would love to make a 3D of a Mugen engine for a different game genre. That would be dope. Miss Sparkles, you hate Sonic? What's wrong with Sonic, bro? What's wrong with him? Sonic and Knucks. Let's do recommended. Let's do Sonic and Knucks. I can do casual gameplay off on. Super controls multi-button. Super cancel on. Yes. Controls. Okay. Sonic 1. There's no controls abilities. Max control. Oh, okay. Tails assist. Controls. Okay. Yeah. That's right. You're right. Yeah, I remember. Chat. See, this is what fan games do. Like, honestly, I'm glad Sega didn't do what Nintendo does. Sega does what Nintendo don't, and that's brick consoles. But honestly, I'm glad that this stuff like this happens. Let's see. Let's do level difficulty. Zone order as released. Prototype, maybe. Original design. Fuck it. Flying battery style as a prototype. What's the difference between the prototype and the motherfucking... Fuck it. We gonna find out today. Chat, we finding out. We finding out today. Technical oof. Music play out enabled. Choices make control. Pick by game. Pick by zone. Theme event options. Okay. Let's do main themes. Extra life. Let's do classic. No, let's do that. Game over. Continue. These are themes. Sonic 3 credits collection. Mini boss. Sonic 3, yeah, Knuckles, Sonic 3 original. That part. Wait, right before. Oh, you going to fly, but before ice cap. Oh, okay, okay, yeah. Okay, I don't remember the order of it right now, but we gonna do it. Resume music after zone ends. Pay before act results. We'll do that. Why not? On level restart. Restart music. Restart music. Pick by game. Pick by character. Fuck it. All right. Let's do it. Sonic 3 complete. That's fun. All right. That should be better. That shit blasting. All right, let's do it. Windows 8 compat. Yeah, that's a technical mess. Yep, that's a mess. All right. All right. Fuck it. I accidentally hit the wrong button, chat. You a Sonic guy? What are the odds? What about Sonic 3 and Knuckles? Oh, best one out the series. I bet he does. I bet he does. Oh wait, I forgot to move my mouse, sorry. I think. Alright, let's do it. Oh shit. I went the wrong way already. Nope, absolutely not. Not going to get me, little bitch. This game is classic, bro. What y'all know about this? I was about to tell Sonya. I wish Sonya would watch this right now. She just got finished playing Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Or Sonic and Knuckles, rather. And she's like, struggling. I was like, let me show you. Let me help you. She ended up beating the game. You know, not getting all the emeralds at all. But, you know, she beat the game. Big's open world, really? I think I saw that. I don't think that was done yet. Taking that shortcut in the blue, yes sir. Big ass Sonic, man. This is the best. Honestly, Sonic 3 and Knuckles is the best one out of the series. Like Sonic 2 is great. All rings in number 2. I'm. It's only for this one. Don't expect it for everyone. I'm telling you that right now. That's not happening. That ain't happening for all of them. Because I don't remember. I don't even remember where all the emeralds are at. Okay, it wasn't supposed to be anything. Okay. Tails, move out the way. Oh fuck. Whatever. Whee. You just have a map of all the special man. They don't know about that space. They don't know about making maps and shit. They don't know nothing about the maps. I'll take that. Super Emeralds are crazy. Yep. Only time you ever see Super Emeralds in this game, man. I was thinking about making a fan story one day, some years ago. I wanted to do a fan story with Sonic and shit. Spades, I want you to help me make it. I remember the first time finding out that making the rings like that, I saw it in the instruction manual and shit. I was like, I thought that was bullshit, and so when I finally saw it, I was like, oh, that's crazy. Hold on, chat. I see you, chat. I see you going, chat. We going to get it. Shit. Nope. Hold on, chat. I see you. Oh yeah, that's money. You pay me to make it? Look, man. So let's go to Sonic Quest for Power. We have to sit down. We have to sit down and talk, bro. Cause I wanna man, look. You asking the wrong. Epilepsy increase. This man said epilepsy. Smackdown thing. I don't know what's wrong with it either. That's weird. Okay, that's the Knuckles route. You know it would be dope if they had Knuckles as a partner in this game. That would be fucking crazy. Michael Jackson with the shit. Let's go. There we go. So Knuckles and Knuckles. That's the thing. Yeah, you're. I remember that. All right, this is the easy one. All right, chat. Here we go. Easy one. Yes, I do. Yeah, I do. Yup. Love it, man. I remember when Young Me figured that out, or found out about it. I was like, no way. I remember getting the emerald to this place. The emerald to this place was the easiest one. This was the first one I got the emerald to. Okay. Nope, 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 nope. Where is he? That's fine. That's 3. In the first stage. Let's go. I don't remember where the next one is in this stage. I don't remember. I really don't. I don't remember at all. Mini boss sounds like in the closet. I have to double back and look that song up. Nope. Thank you, Tails. I appreciate you, big dog. You bitch. Okay. Two more. Yeah, isn't there one? There's one around here somewhere. Not here. It's a little further down. Other rings than Knuckles rock. Yeah. Is it up here? I think it's up here. Nope. Bitch. Yeah. Ugly motherfucker. Ugh. Oh, that's right. I need Tails. Tails, do you Oh shit, I'm stupid. Okay, Tails. Come here. Alright, sit down. Damn it, Tails. Quit being stupid. Tails. Damn it. Nope. Damn it, Tails, you would. You old. Oh yeah, I remember this. Whee! Let's go. Wait. Where is it? I know it's down here. Where is it? I know that bitch is down here somewhere. Where is it? There it goes. I remember. Oh, I hated this one. God, I hate this one. I wish Sonya could see this right now. Like, see, Sonya, this is how you play a Sonic game. Ooh, don't ask me how I remember that. the fuck is that? I just saw it. Nope, there he goes. Let's go. We at 4 already. Holla at your boy. I need 3 more. I don't remember what any of the rest of them are. At all, chat. I don't remember any of the rest of these. Oh, thank you, Cora, for coming by. Appreciate you. You have a good one. You be safe. You don't want your phone to die. Let your phone live. Alright. Please don't. I was about to say, ooh, give me tails. That's fine. It'll tell. Oh, I got 30 rings to continue. Cool. For life. Give me 10 more. I just want 10. I just want 10. 8. No. Oh boy. Oh shit. Damn it. Nope. 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 Give it it. Okay. Sorry. Got it. No, no, okay. Woo, woo, woo. Oh, it doesn't change? Okay, it does. Yeah, it's gonna. Alright. Don't do it. Bro, I was hoping I didn't. I would have been mad as hell if I did. You feel me? Ooh. Run, bitch. Run. 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 Poor Tails. Just run, Tails. Goddamn, bro. Tails, don't fuck this up. Tails, don't fuck this up. Okay. Sorry, Tails. My bad. What? Alright. I'll take it. Whatever. That's where. Oh, okay. Hydrocity or Hydro City, however you want to call it. Ah, you thought. I remember that. Okay, let me see if I remember this one. All right, Tails. Bring me all the way over here. There we go. That I forgot. That I forgot, huh? Yeah, let's go. See, Sonya? There's a secret. Dun, 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 dun. Let's go. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, what the? Hello? Hi? Okay. Why is it doing that? Let's go. Ooh. Let's go. Yo, what the fuck? Yo, how did he get where? I can't jump. I can't move. Yo, this shit ain't funny. Yo, what the? Yo. I can't jump. Yo, I can't jump. They hold me. Eggman, this shit ain't funny. This shit ain't funny. Yo, what the fuck? What the hell? I couldn't duck or nothing. Like, what? I don't even know how I got caught. That's the crazy part. I mean, I guess that's the point of 4K, ain't it? Oh, wow. That's where it came from. Oh, wow, okay. I wanted to do like Will. Eggman, this shit ain't funny. Eggman, this shit ain't funny. How does it back? Alright, cool. Wait, if I remember correctly, there it is. Just press every button until it wiggles. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. I didn't like, because normally you're able to, like, you know, spin dash out of that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know you couldn't move at all, because anytime you was able to move, but whatever. Fuck. Alright, where's the rest of these? You can do the, yep, you can eat a dick. Okay. Alright, there we go. That put no. Okay. Whew. Where are the rest of them? Oh. Got two more. I'll let you, boy. Let's go. Yep, here we go. I should have got a water shield. Go, Michael. It's your birthday. Huh. Go, Michael. It's your birthday. Huh. Dun 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 dun. You ugly bitch. Tails, stop for the last time. Hold me, please. There we go. But thank you for the help, Ubi. I forgot about that part. I feel like I'm on my dashy tail. Whee! Bro, imagine having to do this in real life. That'd be dope as hell. I'll be probably sick as hell. Oh boy. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. That's fine. Man, I can stay in here. Okay. Shit. Get. Thank you. Get in there. No? Okay, cool. That's fine. I just want to. I just want to get one good. Okay, never mind. Fuck it. Fine. I'll take it. I'm stupid. Where you going? You ugly bitch. Give me the ring, thank you. Give me the ring. Eh. One good exit, it seems, yeah. Y'all remember the videos where they used to like take these songs and like actually make up lyrics to them and shit? What up, Joe? How you doing, big dog? Good to see you. Welcome in. Been alright? Ugly bum. Yeah. Nah, it's not worth it. We good, fam. We good. There. We vibing, man. We just chilling. We were just sitting there talking gaming shit earlier, man. Oh, I found it. Oh, I found another one. Okay, cool. Let's go. Oh, I'm stupid. All right, bet. I don't remember this one for some reason. All right, which way are we going? See, I'm not gonna do that because if I do that, I'm gonna say nope. Nope, I'm definitely not doing that. Turn around, turn around. I'm definitely not doing that. Nope. Alright. Definitely not doing that because if I do it, I'm not gonna come back and I'm gonna forget. Hold on, Chad. I see you. Okay. I don't remember that, but I'll take it. Oh, you got your new video dropping? Hey, Spades, when are you gonna let me know when to come in for your 4 AM videos, man, so I could go in there, drop some wisdom, and be done with it, man? Just saying, bro. You gotta let me know something, man, cause I try not to be in your way, you know what I'm saying? You know how it goes. Okay, that was the top 10 dumbest thing I could have done in my life. Alright. Chill. Do that. Oh, come on. There we go. You can't even tell because it's spur of the moment? Nah. I do need one more. Whee! Nope, you're not gonna get me. Nope, absolutely not. Not today, Satan. I'm good. Ooh! Go. Ooh. Oh, that was good. That was perfect, actually. Come on, Tails, give me that. Damn it, I jumped off. Can I get in there? I can. Woo! There we go, 7 emeralds right now. Alright, damn. Okay, cool. Alright, Chad, hold on. You about to get it. About to get it right now. Right now, we gonna get it. Shit. Alright, cool. Whew. Okay. Absolutely not, motherfucker. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! Damn it! It was right there, chat. It was right there. I could have had it. Could have had it, chat. It was right there. Oh yeah. You're just gonna. Alright, man. Damn, I wish it was a stage where it give me a shield, because I would love to have a shield right now. Alright. Come on, big money. Come on, big money. Oh, 5 away from a continue? Y'all suck. Couldn't be me though. Bro, shut up. Probably because you couldn't get the first one. That's alright. We gotta continue. We good though. There used to be a bug right there where you can like go down with the same level of the water. Damn it, Tails! Tails, you. Tails, don't be stupid. Tails, don't be stupid. Damn it, I missed. Damn it, I missed again. Haha! These stage transitions were crazy. I love those. Isn't there? There should be one around here somewhere. No, it's not. Am I on Kick? I am. I need to like stream on it more, but I haven't been on Kick in a minute. Not gonna lie to you. Wub 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 wub. Ooh shit. Tails. Come here, Tails. Tails, come here, Tails. I need you to fly back here because I'm gonna do something. That's what I didn't want. Okay, that's what. Go. Damn it. I don't know why I thought there was something up there. Okay, sure, Tails, just stand right there. Nope, absolutely not. I know there's one here somewhere. I know there is. And I know I ain't tripping. I jumped way too far. There it is. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, I'll be right here. We're gonna try this again. Let's go. Scam. Let's go. Ooh, I get it. You feel it. Yeah, feel it in my bones like ooh wee. I don't know why I did that. I should have went the other way. I'm stupid. Where is it? No. Ah. Damn it. Damn it. I'm so close. Like, I'm so close. I know I'm so close. Why am I jumping for that? Hello? Okay. That right there. shit. Damn. This one? Nope, don't need it. Now you want to give it to me when I don't need it, you fucking bitch. I'm mad. Ooh. Click. Another one. Do. How about that? Of course. Do. Yes, I know, the one that gives people fucking headaches. Shit. I actually like this stage. But yeah, I gotta sit down and figure out how I want to do this story, because like I had it all planned out at one point. I just know sure. Cool, thank you, Tails. Let's go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Took me a minute because I'm trying to get these emeralds and shit. Oh yeah, Tails. Excuse me. I forgot he had fill out in this version. Woohoo! Ha. God damn it, Tails. Get your butt back down here. Absolutely not. No? Okay. You bitch! Oh, you ugly. Alright. Alright. Ha. Nope. Okay, cool. You thought. Should've known better. Do. Would have been cool if they put something right there. I guess not. Let's see what's over here first. There it is. All right, last one. Let's see if we can do it again. Damn it! I tried it. Dang it! I tried it. I really wish I could rewind. I want to rewind and go back because I really don't want to go through all that again. I don't. All right. Whatever. Okay, wait. Oh, come on. I'll take that. I'm probably gonna, since it saves at every stage, I'm probably gonna go ahead and quit after this stage. I remember used to think when I was little, I used to thought we needed a player 2 for this. You bitch. I think I might quit. I remember how to do this. I forget. Hey, Michael Jackson on the beat one time. Huh, huh. Boy, those things used to scare the hell out of me. Isn't there a around here? Isn't there a, no, I thought there was around here somewhere. know it's around here somewhere. There it is. Tails, 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 don't be stupid. Prototype is a banger. I think I remember the prototype. It stayed here. I'm doing it. Don't care. I'm going to get it, dangnabbit. gonna get it. That nabbit, I'm getting it. $10 left. Where are they? Up past it. 4 left. Where's the other 4? Where is it? Where are they? Come on. Nope. Space help. Space help. Where are they? Space help. Okay, I found it. Yes, I found it. Let's go. I found him. Let's go. I found him. Let's go. Now I can be supersonic. What's up? He's like, I couldn't help you. I couldn't help you. All right. Let's do it. Circus. You would. You would. You definitely would. Boom, 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 boom. Oh shit. Yeah. Ooh, let's go. Okay, I can't take it off. Okay, cool. I was just making sure I could turn it on and off. I can't. Let's go. God, this boss, you can't hit it like that. You gotta open it up. Ooh. Ooh. Come on, open up. Woo. Alright. See, Sonya, that's how you play Sonic. Alright, let me finish Act 2. I should have got me a water shield. I forgot about this part. Come on, Tails. Check. I gotta go back and like listen to the prototype now. Alright. I'm chilling. Oh, that's shield here. Preferably electric shield, maybe a water shield. Okay, I'll take it. No. All right, fine. Give me the water shield. Look. Kills? I was gonna do it anyway, but I'll take it. Damn it! That's boo-boo. That was actually literally my first death. Now that I think about it. I'm gonna beat this stage and I'm gonna be done with it. I'm stupid. Oh, that's annoying. Over there, thank you. I don't know. Of course. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Ooh, I forgot. I haven't played this stage in a minute. Hold on, that's a classic. Scared the fuck out of me when I was playing with this. go. 64 rings. I'll take it. I remember when this used to give me problems, boy. I used to hate it so bad. I remember wasting so much time not figuring this out. Oh. Come on. Thank you. Okay. I'm telling you, that used to get me so, that part right there used to get me stuck for so long. I remember finding out at a friend's house how that worked. I was like, what? Are you kidding me? Bro, Necklace, you are just annoying. You know that? Has anybody told you that? How annoying you are? Yeah, I earned that. I can do that. Alright, let's do it. Wait, what? That's, wait a minute. Flying battery? Flying battery before ice cap? That was the original order? You did mention that before, but I don't ever, how, that doesn't make any sense though. How would you have flying battery at? So where would ice cap be at? That's crazy. So would it be flying battery then ice cap, or? Technically it does? Huh. Because you're destroying the airship. And then what? So it's flying battery then ice cap, or? Because I remember in the other version it used to be flying battery then motherfucking oh yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right, because in the OG Sonic 3 version, it would basically, you would have to force yourself to fire off into that way. I remember that. I remember that, chat. All right. But I did say I was gonna chill out for the night because I got some other stuff I gotta get done. Thank y'all for coming by tonight. I appreciate it. Let me reset. Let me save just in case it fucks up. Let me soft reset real quick. Certain zones putting Sonic and Knuckles. Okay. Okay, so it does work. Okay. All right. I was just making sure. Okay. Yeah, you're right. Clear the restraints. Bring everything. So how would the order of How would that order work then? Okay. We'll figure it out. Maybe next time. But yeah, man. But alright, man. I appreciate y'all coming by. We vibing tonight. You feel me? We're gonna redirect to something here. We're gonna see, I think Kaida's over here playing some motherfucking, he's playing some Stellar Blade. We're gonna go say hi to Kaida real quick. And thank y'all for coming by. Spades coming by. CMG, thank you for coming by. Ubi, thank you. Chloe, thank you so much. Miss Sparkles, thank you. Emerald Tars, thank you so much. Like I said, Chariot Man, thank you. Mr. Big 200, I appreciate you. Bob, the Darkest Fairy, Arachnid Youth, thank you. Master Hobo, good to see you. Azel, excuse me. Who else am I missing? If I'm missing anybody, Matt Metal Wolf, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Let's go say hi to motherfucking we're gonna say hi to motherfucking oh boy, Kaido. And y'all be easy, man. I'll catch you guys on the next time. Peace. God bless.